Hello students, hope you all are fine. Once again, welcome to our channel Sociogenous. Children, today we will read a new chapter, that is natural resources. So before starting our lesson, natural resources, let me say what is the meaning of resource. Resource means that is something which is useful to us. So it is very much useful for us. So now you can look at the book or on the screen. A resource is something that is useful to us. A resource is always useful for us. Resources like sunlight, water, metals, plants and animals are gift of nature, which we get from our surroundings. So there are some resources which are gift of the nature, like metals, water, sunlight, plants, animals. These are given by our nature. So they are known as natural resources. So what does it mean? It means that the resources that we get from the nature is known as natural resources. Besides, resources like paper, plastic, glass and electricity for homes are made by humans or man. So these are the examples of resources which like paper, glass, plastic. These are made by man. So they are man-made resources. That means the resources which are made by man is known as man-made resources. Clear? So what is natural resource and what is man-made resource? Again, quite often we use resources to make other useful things. We use these resources to make other useful things. For example, we use clay to make bricks and plastic to make buckets, boxes and many other things. So we use this natural resource like clay to make bricks and plastics to make buckets, boxes and many other things. So these are the different things we can get from these resources. So now look at the screen how the resources are different types divided into different types. Look at the screen. That is, first we have natural resource which is given by the nature. Second comes man-made resource. It is made by the man. This natural resource can again be divided into two types, that is renewable resource and second one is non-renewable resource. So what is renewable resource we will discuss, but before that you should know what is its meaning. That means resource which can be replaced, and non-renewable means resource which cannot be replaced. So now look at the book. Renewable and non-renewable resources. We use natural resources all the time. So these are given by the nature and we use them all the time. We can run out of them. Can we run out of them? इसको छोड़ के हम लोग जा सकते हैं? I think no. Some natural resources like air and sunlight will last forever. कुछ natural resources like sunlight and air, it lasts forever. And there are some resources which get used up but are renewed or replaced over time. But there are some resources which can be renewed or replaced. For example, if we do not cut too many trees, new trees can replace the one we cut down. That means if you do not cut down too many trees, अगर बहुत सारा trees होगा हम लोग उसको cut down नहीं करेंगे तो new trees can replace the other ones we cut down. Okay, so natural resources that last forever and those that get renewed are renewable resources. So which can be renewed again is renewable resource. So some natural resources cannot be formed again or take a very long time to form. There are some natural resources which cannot be formed again or it cannot last for long time. These things like coal and petroleum took millions of years to form under special conditions. Like we can give the example of coal and petroleum, which takes millions and millions of years to form again. So once these are used up, we will not get these resources. If it will finish, then we cannot get it immediately. So such resources are non-renewable resources. So these resources are known as non-renewable resources. Now we'll discuss about air. So what is air? You must know what is air. Air is an important natural resource. Natural resource, air. So as you know, living beings need it to breathe. So we all need air to breathe. For our breathing, it is very much important. And plants need it to make food. Plants को भी चाहिए air for making their food. Air has many other uses. Besides this, air is also having many other types of uses. Air is needed to for burning and for drying things like our clothes, moving air. Our clothes, moving air or wind is used for selling, for driving windmills and wind power generator and so on. These are the different uses of air. We will never run out of air. Air को छोड़ के हम लोग जी नहीं सकते. But smoke from vehicles and factories is making it polluted, means dirty. So this air that we inhale or exit, that is polluted by the smokes of the vehicles as well as factories. So to keep it clean, we need to follow certain steps that reduce smoke and the harmful gases in smoke. So it should be reduced so that we can have a fresh living, or we can be live safely without any pollution. So this is all about your air. Now look at this water, so which is also an important part of our life. So much of the Earth's surface is covered with water. So Earth's surface is covered with 70% of Earth's surface is covered with water. But most of this water is in seas and oceans. So this water is too salty to drink, and we generally do not use it for our daily needs like bathing and washing clothes. So water that we get mainly from that is seas and oceans, a huge amount. But this water we cannot use for our daily uses. Okay, we cannot drink it, and neither we drink nor we bath with or wash our clothes with in this water. So the water found below the ground, that means groundwater, and in rivers and streams is not salty. That means we can use the groundwater for our daily use because they are not salty, and therefore it is called fresh water, and we use this fresh water for most of our needs. So this fresh water can be used for our daily needs. So fresh water comes mainly from rain. अब कहाँ से मिलता है fresh water? It mainly comes from the rain, which when it rains, some rainwater seeps into the ground and the rest flows into the bodies such as rivers and lakes. So when rain comes, that means when there will be rain, बारिश जब होता है तो क्या होता है ना, बारिश का कुछ पानी ग्राउंड के नीचे चला जाता है एंड कुछ रिवर्स लेक्स में चला जाता है. So we sometimes dig tanks, that means man-made lakes, to collect rainwater for our use. कभी कभी हम लोग क्या करते हैं ना, खुद man-made मतलब हम खुद लेक बनाते हैं और उसमें स्टोर करके रेन वाटर को रखते हैं for our use. To get water from under the ground, we dig wells and tube wells or ponds. तो इसको छोड़ के अगर हम लोगों को every time we cannot get the rain water, so what do we do? How to get fresh water or underground water? By digging wells, tube wells, hand pumps, we can get the underground water. So if used carefully, fresh water is renewable. अगर हम लोग ये fresh water को carefully use करेंगे, then it can be renewable. We should not waste water because every drop of water is precious for us. A day will come when we will not get a single drop of water. So always try to save the water. So careful use means we should not waste water. We should also make arrangement to let rainwater seep into the ground. तो हम लोगों को भी ऐसे अरेंजमेंट करना चाहिए जैसे कि जो रेन जब रेन होता है तो रेन वाटर को हम लोग कैसे प्रिजर्व करके रख सकते हैं, एंड द वाटर दैट सीप्स इनटू द ग्राउंड, जो ग्राउंड में जाता है उसको कैसे हम लोग प्रिजर्व करके रख सकते हैं, दैट इट विल हेल्पफुल फॉर अस. So India's water resources. We will now study about India's water resources. In India, groundwater and river are the main source of fresh water. So in our country, groundwater and river are the main source of fresh water. They give us fresh waters. So the river Ganga and the Brahmaputra and their tributaries are the main rivers of the northern plains. So the river Ganga and Brahmaputra are the main rivers of the northern plains. Many of these rivers rise in the northern mountains. Many of these rivers, बहुत सारे rivers northern mountains से भी आते हैं. So they get water from rain and are also fed by melting snow from the mountains. So they get water by melting snow from the mountains. The mountains से snow melt होता है, so they can get the water. The Narmada, Tapi, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri and their tributaries are the main rivers of the plateau region. These are the rivers of the plateau region. These rivers get water from rain, and these are the rivers which can get water from the rain. We use rivers to supply water to our towns and cities. रिवर से जो पानी आता है हम लोग यूज करते हैं, दैट टाउन्स एंड सिटीज में ज़्यादातर यही पानी यूज किया जाता है टू वाटर आवर फील्ड्स, टू फिश, to transport people and goods, etc. These are used for many purposes. For some use, we build dams across rivers. बहुत सारे जगह में डैम बिल्ड किया गया है ताकि across the river to get or to store water. So a dam is a thick high wall that controls the flood of water. It is the dam which controls the water during the flood. So dams are used to store water behind them. एंड जब फ्लड आता है, बाढ़ आता है, तो वाटर का फ्लो दिस डैम्स कंट्रोल करता है. So they are used to store water behind them and store water, and they help to generate electricity. These dams also help to get or to generate electricity, and the electricity that we get from the water is called hydroelectricity. You know that hydroelectricity is the electricity that we get from water. So dams have been built on many Indian rivers. ये जो डैम है बहुत सारे इंडियन रिवर्स के ऊपर बिल्ड किया गया है. दैट इज एग्जांपल हम दे सकते हैं जैसे भाखरा डैम ऑन द सतलज रिवर, हीराकुद डैम ऑन द महानदी एंड मीटू डैम ऑन द कावेरी रिवर. दीज आर द राइट एग्जांपल्स ऑफ rivers which on which dams are built. So now we'll discuss about the soil. Soil is the top layer of the land on the earth. So it is the top layer of the land. It has many uses. So this soil has many uses. Most plants, including our crops, grow on it. So we grow crops on this soil. Without soil, it is not possible to grow crops. It is not only supports plants, it supports our building too. Not only soil supports the plants or trees, it also supports our buildings. So the fine space in soil and the layer of the rocks below acts as a filter for the water that seeps under the ground. So we have, as before we have discussed that about groundwater or the water that seeps into the ground is also filtered by this soil. So soil helps to filter the water that seeps into the ground. The soil is formed when rocks are broken down to a fine powder over a long period. So soil is formed कैसे बनता है ना, जब rocks पूरा छोटा छोटा टुकड़ा हो जाता है, broken into पूरा smaller pieces हो जाता है and fine powder becomes fine powder, then it becomes soil. So it is not easily renewable. So this soil is not easily renewable. The roots of plants hold the soil and do not let it get blown away by the wind or washed away by the water. So the root of the soil, root of the trees, holds the soil so that it cannot be washed away easily. So we should not cut too many trees in an area. If you will cut down the trees, then there will be loss of soil. So do not cut trees. Always try to plant the trees because it helps to hold the soil properly. So we should always not let the soil get polluted by garbage and chemicals. So it is our duty not to pollute the soil by throwing garbage and chemicals. Then now we will discuss about the soil of India. How is the Indian soil? So there are many kinds of soil. in our country, India, there are different types of soil. Mainly, it is divided into 6 types. So, what are they? Now, first one is your alluvial soil, which is brought by rivers. Second is black soil. Third is red soil, then laterite soil, mountain soil, and desert soil. So, these are the different types of soil. So, among these, alluvial soil is good for growing food crops. So, to grow the food crops, the most valuable one is alluvial soil. Then black soil is good for growing cotton, and mountain soil can support fruit trees. So black soil then is good for growing cotton, and mountain soil has to grow fruits of different types. Red soil, lateral soil, and desert soil are not very fertile. So these 3 soils, red, lateral, and desert soil, these are not so fertile soil, and they are not good for farming. Then minerals. What is common to iron, gold, diamond, ruby, and soil? So what is common among these? They all are minerals. Common thing is that they all are minerals. Rocks are made of mixture of minerals. So it is the rock which is the mixture of different minerals. A mineral is a special naturally occurring solid that does not usually come from plants or animals. That means it does not come from usually it not comes from plants and animals. It is a natural occurring solid. So things like sugar and coal come from plants or animals. Metals like iron, copper, and aluminium may combine with other substances like oxygen to form different minerals. So different metals like iron, copper, and aluminium, when they are combined with a substance like oxygen, by their combination, there may be different types of forms or different types of minerals. A mineral from which we get a metal is called a metal ore. जिस मिनरल से हम लोग मेटल मिलता है उसको बोलते हैं metal ore. So the minerals we use are non-renewable resources. These minerals are non-renewable resources. They give us things like metals and gemstones. So these minerals gives us metals and gemstones which are very valuable. Metals are used to make nails, wares, tools, pots and pans, cars, jewelry and many more things. So they help us to produce these type of valuable things. In India, the peninsular plateau is rich in minerals. So in our country India, the peninsular plateau is rich in this type of minerals. Then we will discuss about coal and petroleum. So coal and petroleum, you can see the picture of coal which is black in color in the left side. So it is an important fuel. Coal and petroleum, these are important fuels. A fuel, what is the meaning of fuel? A fuel is a substance that is born to get heat. इसको जलाने से हम लोगों को heat मिलता है. Okay, so coal and petroleum were formed from the remains of the dead plants and animals that got buried millions of years ago. मिट्टी के नीचे जो plants animals millions of years के से दबे हुए रहे हैं, both are non-renewable resources. तो उससे हम लोगों को coal मिलता है. Okay, and they are non-renewable resources, both petrol as well as coal. Coal is black rock. So it is a black type of rock. The heat from burning coal is used to make steams. So when we burn this coal, we can get steams. So the steam is used to run machines in factories and to run generators that produce electricity. So this we can generate electricity also from the coal. When it burns, it gives produces heat, and by which we can get or generate electricity. So coal is used in the traditional cooking stove. पहले जमाने में गांव में सब चूल्हा जलाते थे, जिसको बोलते हैं कुकिंग स्टोव मीन्स चूल्हा. दैट इज ट्रेडिशनल यूज ऑफ कोल. उसमें आप लोगों का खाना बनता था, जो कि अभी बहुत रेयर दिखाई देता है. Petroleum is a thick liquid found layer of rock. So it is a thick liquid found in the layer of rock. We dig deep well called oil well to get petroleum. So we have to deep we have to dig deep to get petroleum. Oil well can be dug on land or on the sea floor. So we can dug, or it can be dug on the land or on the sea floor. We get petrol, diesel, kerosene and cooking gas, that means LPG, from petroleum. So from the petroleum we get diesel, kerosene and cooking gas. इसको हम लोग यूज करते हैं खाना बनाने के लिए LPG. So these are used as fuels. इसको हम लोग fuel बोलते हैं. We use these to run vehicles, trains, planes, ships and machines in the factories and also to produce electricity. खाली हम लोग इसमें से खाना बनाते हैं ये नहीं, इसमें से vehicles run करता है, trains, planes, ships and different machines in the factories can also be used by this and run by this, and it also produce electricity. So we use LPG and kerosene as cooking fuel. So mainly LPG and kerosene are used as the cooking fuel. So this is all about your different types of minerals. I hope you must have understood this lesson. If you have any doubt, you can ask me this without hesitation. So now let's summarize our lesson. But before summarizing our lesson, I want to say that you have to learn the underlined or highlighted words which is new for you, and I will also explain you the meaning of some new words after this. So now we'll summarize our lesson. So natural resources that last forever and those that get renewed are renewable resources, and natural resources that cannot be formed again or take us very long time to form are called non-renewable resources. Air is a renewable resource, so it is fresh. Water is so air and water, we should use this carefully. So in India, groundwater and river are the main sources of fresh water. Dams are also built across the river to store water behind them, to control flood and also to help in generating electricity. Then soil takes a very long time to form, so it is not easily renewable. The 6 main types of soil as we discussed, that is alluvial, black, red, laterite, mountain and desert soil, and they are having different types of characteristics. Minerals are special natural occurring solids that usually do not come from the plants or animals. We get minerals and gemstones from we get metals and gemstones from minerals. Coal and petroleum are important fuels. Liquefied petroleum gas, जिसको हम लोग LPG बोलते हैं, comes from petroleum. So all these are your summary of this lesson. So now moving forward, we will discuss about the meaning of some new words. First one is your pollute. It means make air, water or land dirty and unfit for use by living beings. Then fresh water, it means water that is not salty. Dam, it means a thick high wall built to control the flow of water. Then fuel, which means a substance that is burned to get heat. Last one is your ore. That means a mineral from which we get a metal is the metal's ore. So all these are the meaning of different new words which is very new for you. So I hope you must have understood. So if you like this video, then subscribe to our channel. Link to the exercise question answers and the chapter is given in the description below. Thank you for watching.